Breaking news, apparently Deco, the board of Barcelona, and Fabrizio said that it will be a huge transfer market for FC Barcelona. Brother, brother. Whoa. What do you mean huge transfer market? He just said that after already being linked with Nico Williams, already being done, you could say. Juan Garcia, goalkeeper, the best goalkeeper in the Liga. And now you're telling me to be a huge transfer market? There is more? There is more to come? What else? Who else do you need? You already have the Avengers. I'm looking at this photo of Deco. It says assembly. Assembly what? Assembling the goddamn Avengers here. You already on top of these two players that you're getting. You already have the Lamine Yamal. You already have Rafinha, Lewandowski, Pedri. Oh my god. Oh my god, what are they assembling? I don't even know and I don't even understand. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, Deco, the board director, has came out and talked about Nico Williams. He said Nico Williams has confirmed. He said yes, Nico Williams wants to come and we will try. Nico, same as other players, is showing a strong desire to come. Strong, oh, what's next, huh? Desire, whoa, that PSG left winger you want to bring? Are you sending Morse codes? Are you sending hints here? And if the right conditions are met in this case, we'll definitely try to complete the deal. I like how they don't even try to hide it. They don't come with the BS like, oh no, Nico Williams is athletics player, we will respect his contract. Nope, he's saying nope, we will get him and he wants to come, yes. We need to strengthen that position. No, you don't. I'm sorry, no, you don't. You already have Rafinha on the wing. Lamine Yamal on the wing. As wingers, we only have Lamine and Rafinha because Ferran is increasingly becoming a center forward. When Lamine and Rafinha aren't available, the team's level drops. The names we look at depend on price and quality. You know, the best thing I have seen is that last sentence. It depends on the price. You know what that means? That means we are broke and we want players that are in the average budget, and that makes me kinda happy, but at the same time not, because Barcelona actually thrives when they buy these cheap to average budget players. He goes on and says, Nico Williams, any player who wants to join Barcelona, they must believe in the project. The Nico deal didn't go through last season, even though in my opinion our top priority back was Olmo. Wow. You know, the fact that another statement here that genuinely scares me, right? They must first believe in the project. Now, when players come to Barcelona, right, average players, usually you don't know their names, sometimes from the La Masia, or sometimes they just go and buy here and there some players, right? That genuinely scares me, and the fact that he is Spanish on top of that genuinely scares me even more, because Barcelona, usually, I don't know how, they just do good with players that they don't buy, that are very known, right? They don't go for the very known players, they always go for something that's a bit under them. And that scares me, because the things that are under them usually makes up a good team. Look at PSG. They dropped Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, big names, right? All these players they bought for years trying to chase that Champions League, and what happened? Absolutely nothing. They went and kicked those players out, the big names out, and they brought in the Kvaratskhelia. They brought in, who else was it? Desire Doué, right? Dembele, right? These players that will actually listen to what the coach says. And when you give me a Nico Williams and all these players, Juan Garcia, which I didn't know he existed, right, personally, and you give him to Hansi Flick and they listen to Hansi Flick, that, oh my god, what can you even say about Hansi Flick? You know Hansi Flick. You know it's serious when Inaki Williams, his brother who plays in the same team as Nico Williams, is putting pressure on his brother Nico to stay at Athletic. That is genuinely insane. First of all, God bless you, Inaki Williams. Are you a Real Madrid fan? We genuinely don't know. But you wanting your little brother to stay at Athletic instead of going to Barcelona is the top 10 most hated things I've ever seen. You know, they say your brother always advises you and you should listen to him, right? But oh my God. This is the first time where I think you shouldn't listen to your brother. I'm sorry, but what are you doing? Even as a Madrid fan, you should go to Barcelona instead of staying at Athletic. Because come on, man. You're not winning anything at Athletic. And ladies and gentlemen, Fabrizio apparently leaked Hansi Flick's plan. And Deco himself obviously said it, right? Lamine on the right wing. Nico on the left wing, Rafinha playmaker, and Olmo false 9. I'm just seeing the vision of Nico Williams running Trent Alexander-Arnold's side. And on top of that, you have Balde overlapping him as well. I'm just seeing that vision and I'm kinda getting depressed. Because Mr. 0 tackles 1, 0 ground duels 1, 0 aerial duels 1, and 1 foul committed against a 33-year-old Salem Dosari Al Hilal Saudi player, right? That is his statistics. On his first game, on his debut, where you're supposed to prove yourself. You're supposed to give some hope for the fans. And that's what he gave you. And you want me to see the stats of the next El Clasico? Oh my God, speaking of players wanting to join Barcelona, you think that's it? Romano, Fabrizio. Of course, I'd love to play with Lamine Yamal. Rashford says. Everyone wants to play with the best. Hopefully we will see. Marcus... So you're making sure that if Nico Williams doesn't come, you're giving me a Marcus Rashford. A Marcus Rashford who has the experience over Nico Williams. A Marcus Rashford who has the same amount of pace or speed, if not even more than Nico Williams on that left wing. A Marcus Rashford that has already played against Trent Alexander-Arnold. And you're telling me he wants to join Barcelona as well. This brother is so desperate to join Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the other things Marcus Rashford is doing. He went on an interview and said, my role model is Thierry Henry. Shock! A Barcelona player. Just like him, I enjoy playing as a 9 more and more. Great. So he's not even a backup for Nico Williams. This brother is going to be a number 9. He's a backup for Lewandowski. How much pace is up there? I don't like the speed that is going up there. It's a bit too much speed. You're there going against a Real Madrid defense. We still play Vasquez, for the love of God. We still have a 40-year-old Carvajal. These players barely have any hips working. Enough! What else Rashford did? He's so desperate. Oh my God, he was out there training in Spain. It's going to happen, isn't it, right? It's going to happen. They're going to bring Marcus Rashford just for the love of it. Manchester United is going to loan out Marcus Rashford just for the love of it. Think it's over. He even said this, the Ballon d'Or, it depends. You're voting for the best player. Is Lamine Yamal. Brother, stop. Stop glazing. This is just top tier glazing. See, they're not going to sign you, little bro. Relax. I hope they don't sign you. You think that's over? Look at this. His camp apparently confirms talks with Barca in recent days. A very likely arrival of Nico Williams doesn't prevent the club from keeping this option opportunity. And he's willing to wait. What do you mean you're willing to wait? This is like a girl you really like going and dating another guy, right? And you sit there and say, I'm willing to wait. Brother, they bought Nico Williams. What are you waiting for? Go and look for other clubs. He doesn't stop. A goal confirmation apparently posted on Barcelona's Instagram and he liked it immediately. Brother, he liked it immediately. You know what that means? In 27 seconds since the post posted in Barcelona's page. That brother liked it. You know, his brother had his notifications on. Just like you should in this video. You should keep my notifications and subscribe, obviously. But he had his notifications on. He liked it immediately. That's desperation right there. That's like viewing someone's story and it says 20 seconds ago. That's desperation. And oh my god, Rashford, I think it's going to go through. I think even if they get Nico Williams, they're going to get Rashford on a loan deal probably. And it's going to be so dangerous. Because Hansi Flick will take all those players. Hansi Flick will finally have what he lacked last season. And that scares me, which is a good bench in my opinion. A good starter and a good bench is what makes a good team turn into great team, man. That's the biggest reason why Real Madrid went and got a three-peat in my opinion. They had an unbelievable bench and an even better starting 11. And if you add a Marcus Rashford to that, it's genuinely over for the next decade in my opinion. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona wants to sign Julian Alvarez next year. Lewandowski. What's next? What's next? They were saying Julian Alvarez or Erling Haaland. What's next? Brother, enough. Ladies and gentlemen, just to end this whole depression, just to make it even more depressing for me. When I was 11, 12, I was blessed by the GOAT. So the new goalkeeper, ladies and gentlemen, not only is he La Liga's best goalkeeper, but he has been blessed. Just like Lionel Messi was out there with Lamine Yamal or a younger Lamine Yamal. Now we have that goalkeeper being blessed by Lionel Messi. We're done, aren't we? Yeah, we're done from this video and I'm done from next season. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the news. And I'm genuinely tired of it. Why am I not talking about the Club World Cup? Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's not important. Video has gone for so long, I'm so sorry, but it's just I'm getting depressed now. I need to go now. Thank you so much. Like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, comment down, obviously every single comment, and gracias amigos.